and as I lost off, we are actually almost on time. And today we're gonna play some Ultima 4 after the last 2 days. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do what we've been trying to do for the last several sessions. We've got about as much information as we can have without being on a new island or a new landmass. And so I think that what it does behoove us to do is it does behoove us to kind of go through the moongates that we have seen but not explored. So there's a couple of those. There's one in Magencia and there's one in Jalam. And so I think that that is like one of the obvious starting points. Um, the other starting point is we've got, I think, if we look at the map, you just, well, let me do housekeeping first. But if we look at the map, we'll find that there are places on the main continent that we haven't been to, and I think that it would also behoove us if we did that too, just so that we could mark them down on our map and have them. But yeah, that's sort of the plan today, is just to connect the map together. And if we happen to end up in a place where we can have conversations, great, we will do that. I'm not going to follow up on any of these connections that we have in the spreadsheet, like we were making, yet, because I want to get the full length and breadth of the information that we need before we go and chase down something like the connections. So there we go. Alright, so let me do some housekeeping and then let me do what I was going to do, which is show you the map. Housekeeping. Okay. So we have our housekeeping done. Let me get rid of this and this. Let me do this. Let me actually see my dashboard properly work. There we go. That's a whole lot better. And then let me show you the map. At the moment we're just looking at the spreadsheet. Where's... So this is still the layered map. I still haven't dropped the 2 layers down. But if you look to, there's Britannia, there's Castle Britannia. If you look kind of to the north of Castle Britannia, over here we got you. And then there's this little spot here which we've never actually been to. And we could walk to, it's like not a problem to walk to that. And that is the sort of thing that I'd like to knock off just so that we know where it is. I don't think there's any other little village like that. We knew about this shrine. I don't think that there's any other village sort of like that. I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, I don't know that there is. There might be something down at the Cape of Heroes. Because I think that there's a city south of Trinsic, maybe, that we haven't seen. This is, mildly spoilerific, but I don't think it's too bad, because we would have eventually done this ourselves. We would have eventually walked the length and breadth of the continent. No, okay, so on the main continent, there really is just this one city that we haven't been to yet. And I think that it behooves us to just check this out. So from you, or from the Moongate, I should say, we should go south and then west. And I think that's kind of where we're going to start off today. Oh, you haven't been looking at what I've been looking at. Why not? Oh, is it because I need to do this? Oh, it's not. I honestly thought that it had just captured this and now we weren't going to have this problem. There we go, sorry. So what I was saying, and what you completely missed, is that here's you over here, and then just south of you and over there, over here, there's a little town. And we can get there. There's nothing else on the continent that we can get to and worry about. So for a moment, I'm not going to. We're just going to walk up to this town. Okay, let's go here. And let's play. Now, hopefully, like, none of what we've been doing is... No, it looks okay. Sure. I'm always worried that swapping scenes in this game is going to result in disaster. You know... I should have just left the map up because I'm not sure where we are. Where is this? Maybe if I just walk into the town, it's fine, and we'll find out what it is. Enter. There's a Geelong. Okay. Now that I'm situated and we know where we are, we just need to get from here. There's a Moongate, which I have inconveniently covered up with my square, which is pretty bad. But if we get out of Geelong, there's a Moongate not very far away. Like right over here. And I think... Where's the Moongate page? Geelong? We'll wait for all of the Moongate phases to pass by here, because there's a Moongate phase that we haven't been to, and we may as well just do that. There's 1, 2, now we're on. This is going to take us somewhere new. We've never been here before. I say that, but I think that this looks eerily familiar. This looks... Oh, maybe it doesn't. I wanted to tell you that perhaps this is just the Cape of Heroes, but I don't really think it is. Oh, I know where this is. Hey, we're home. Check it out. This is Moonglow. So if we go due north, and I'll show you in a second. So let me just pull this in. This is Moon. So there's a gate. That's very good to know. There's a gate from Geelong to Moonglow. So if we go here, and we go north, and we should go south here. There we go. Moongate. Alright. I don't really want to be at Moongate though. Moongate's useful, but not really useful. I want to be at... Okay, so we're gonna wait for 1, 2. We want to be at Castle Britannia. I'm not gonna. I did say it's not this one. It's this one. I did say that I wanted to clean up my notes about. And then from here, there's a Moongate to you very soon. I probably missed it. I did want to say that I wanted to clean up my notes for Moonglow and for Lyceum, but I don't want to do it yet. I just want to make sure that we know, like, kind of where we're situated and where all the towns are. And I want to do the Moongate hunting today and get it over and done with, because we've been talking about doing it for a long time. Once we got all the Moongates, it's going to free us up a lot, because then we'll be able to just hop anywhere we need to go. So I want to say that the first Moongate that happens here is the one that takes us to you. And that's the one we want to go through. Yes, that's correct. So if we just walk due west here, and then we walk south, what's going to happen is there's going to be this little tributary. Oh god, and a dragon. A pair of dragons. Oh. I really should have stopped at Moonglow, I guess, and bought Rage. You know, we should probably heal. Oh my god. These monsters. The Ultima 4 experience, everyone. Okay. Sure. Let's get this and get this. We can probably check to see what the prices are in Geelong now. Because I have a bad feeling, though, that the... Oh, you know what? I'm going to just spend a couple of turns healing here. Just that we're not a death store. I have a bad feeling that the price of things is going to be like 5,000 and 7,500. And so I don't know if it's worth going back to Geelong and just seeing, but I do want to do that. I'm gonna try and sleep. We'll see if that turns out. I did not. Oh, it did. Okay, well. So here's this little tributary. And then just due south of the tributary. Yeah, there's this little town here. Oh, this is Empath Abbey. Okay, well, cool. I should probably make a note of this. Am I on the right there? I'm not. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm futzing with the map and I'm not cleaning it up, I'm adding to it. So I'm gonna be in the game again soon. So this is over here, and then if we go here, this is just a booth, and so this is going to be a shape, and it is going to be a rectangle that will be fold. I want both of these to be black, please. There we go. And then text would be nice, but small text, very tiny text. the smallest text ever there was. So this is going to be EMPA, because that's empath. Maybe I get lucky. I do not. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let me save this. Selling status is on the last wolf. I hope you're well today. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. It's good to see you. We're playing some Ultima 4. We're trying to, at this point, the last couple of days have been days in which we've got a big old spreadsheet, and I spent the last 2 days cleaning up the big old spreadsheet. We got some maps, and the other thing I did was I cleaned up the map, and now we're back in the game again. We've got almost all the useful information that we can get out of the game, and so I wanted to clean up the spreadsheet because it's got a lot of loose connections where we've spoken to people who said go to this other person in this different place, but it was difficult. It was getting increasingly more difficult to hunt for those people, so I cleaned up the map that way. Cleaned up the spreadsheet that way and added things to the map. Stan says, I'm doing well, thanks. I've been inactive later due to cataract. Oh, I'm sorry, but that'll be sorted in 2 weeks. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad. Cataracts are scary. For people who haven't had them, what they are is they're like effectively growths on your eyes, and they make it so it's very difficult to see, and if they're left untended, then they just get worse and worse. And when I was a small lost wolf, like I'm not even talking maybe 2 or 3, they discovered that I had growing cataracts, but that was like, it was a result of other issues that were also at fault, and so they got rid of the cataract. So I don't know if we should talk to these people or we should keep going and figure out where the rest of the moongates go. If we talk to people, it's going to take a while, but I guess that's kind of what we need to do. I am a god, so hold on. Let me just add a new sheet here for Empath Abbey. Here. There. Oh. And let's just go and grab all of this. Okay. So we have a guard. I'm a gate guard. You interested? Name. And their job is going to be a gate guard, and their health top notch. And you said that you're a gate guard? Tell me about the gate. Okay, so this is gate to the abbey. I don't think that's particularly interesting. Oh, God. That I cannot help you with. So he said abbey. Yeah, okay, so this is actually useful. Gate guard. We asked about the abbey. And he said, here in the Oak Grove, many find the meaning of peace and love. Here in the Oak Grove, many find the meaning of peace. He is about to ask us a question, so we need to answer that. Studying Stan says the best news is that I might not need distance glasses when they're done. The artificial lens they fit will use my distance glasses prescription. Oh, that's actually very good. So they corrected my cataracts, like I said, when I was a little lost wolf, and the technology wasn't super good at the time, so they could get rid of the cataracts, but to do that they had to shatter my lenses. So the result is that I've just always had to wear glasses, and there's just now nothing that they can do about that issue. And I've just been wearing glasses for so long that I don't worry about it. But and they don't want to mess with it primarily because they shatter the lenses in such a way that if they probably do mess with it, they would cause me to go blind. and so they're like very reluctant to touch my eyes. Wow. Okay, so I think I wrote this down. Here in the Oak Grove, many find the meaning of peace and love. Yes, yes, okay. Except that this is an exclamation point, which I didn't put in. Art thou saturated with love? I don't know. I think the answer in this case is no, because we haven't picked up any companions, so I can't really say that. Yeah, if it works, don't fix it. That's pretty much the case. Like, a couple of, maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe 15 or so years ago, we were talking about the future of my eyesight, and my mother happened to be in the room with the eye doctor, because she will sometimes come with me, just so she knows what's going on, right? Because I don't like scaring her, so I don't always tell her everything that happens in those visits. So she was with me, and she said to the guy, listen, there are people here. Oh, I should turn that off. I'm scoring Police Quest 2 points in real life. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You don't want to hear me score Police Quest 2 points in real life. So she said to the guy, hey, so we know at this point that there are people that we know who have gone for LASIK surgery because it had gotten going and was running reasonably well along at that point. And it's made a difference to people that she'd known because, you know, it was a point where some of her, I guess, older friends had decided to opt for it as her vision got increasingly terrible. And so he said, yeah, so that's a terrible life idea for your son, because if we, so it's like a coin flip. I could go into LASIK surgery and it could be fine, or I could go into LASIK surgery and I could be blind. And he said that with the precarious nature of what's going on with my eyesight, he just doesn't want to roll the dice on that. So he, you know, kindly and gently told us just not to worry about it. And so we should never have since. I'm going to say no to this. Because I think this assumes either that you have companions, or the flip side of this coin is that we've met someone who will tell us that they're in love with us or something. So I'm going to say no. But I may be being too literal, because one of the, I guess, because the principles are, if we look at our city list, the principles are truth, love, and courage. And I guess that what they're trying to head towards here is that if you don't have truth, love, or courage, then, and those things don't flow you, then what are you doing trying to be the avatar? So this could be a trick question. No. Visit the small shrine within the abbey. Oh, okay. That's an interesting response and one I wasn't really expecting. But sure, he says, visit the small shrine within the abbey. Okay, sure. Tell me about the shrine. Okay. I guess that's about it. I suppose that if we asked this guy his name and his job and his health, we'd get much the same thing. And if we said gate to the abbey, and we did the abbey. Yeah, there we go. So aren't you going to keep being honest? We're going to say no. And I'm going to say bye. You meet a small but stately child. Your interest? Name? They are chin up. The job is probably a greeter. I welcome thee unto the abbey. Now they're going to ask us a question. Art thou here in search of love? We are. Because it's one of the principles, so we do need to know about that. So yes. Perhaps then the Oak Grove. Okay. I don't know what that means. Because the shrine is one thing, but the Oak Grove is another thing. Okay. So he said Abbey. He said he also said Oak Grove. Oak. Therefore, profession types seek truth. Therefore, profession types seek. Okay. And then Grove. We're gonna have to come back to some of this. The Grove of Oak. Okay, so 4 and so the reason why I'm following up on 4 specifically is because 4 is you can take 8 divided by 4 and get 2, or 4 divided by 8 and get 2, whichever way around it is. And 8, as I've kept on pointing out, for this particular game is a real pivotal and important number. So every time we see 4, I'm like, oh no, that's like if you multiply it, you get 8. Multiplied by 2, you get 8. I think we need to be aware of that. He talked about profession. And then truth. Oh, he can't help us with truth? Wow. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. She says, I'm the pass guard. What's your name? Oh, she's just a pass guard. What is your job? I guard the passengers. Okay. And your help. So she said that she guards the passengers. And passengers. There is no danger. Okay, cool. Fine. I guess I might constitute a danger if I just blow through the store. So let's not immediately do that. Oh, okay, so this is going to be the same thing. So sure. Oh, interesting. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is saying ROOM, which can't read the OO. Interesting. And there's a whole thing that's happening over there. I think that this is Lady Tessa and Lord whatever his face is. I don't remember. Bye. I'm just gonna check on all these guards as we go, just in case there is someone different. He says, I am Brother Atos. Oh Lord, of course they would do that. Naturally they would. Ultima itself, as we go further and further along, sometimes likes shouting itself out a lot. And so what it's doing here is Brother Antos was in the 3rd game. And, you know, he kind of helped you out. Sorry, I think Brother Antos was in the 2nd game. Let me just look that up. Brother Antos, Ultima. Yeah, he was in Yeah, he's in Ultima 2. So... Oh, hang on. Sorry, Setting Stan. I missed one of your responses, and now I don't think I can actually deal with it, because my console won't let me. Oh, okay, here. Oh. Oh, no. Setting Stan, it auto-moderated you, because it thought you used a silly word. I apologize. So, Setting Stan, I'm just going to read Setting Stan's message. They said, if glasses are doing the job, you might as well stick with them. The nurse practitioner at the eye hospital said I might well want dummy glasses anyway, just because I've become used to wearing them for over 50 years. Yeah, she may have a point. And the thing is that, so for people who don't wear glasses, this is very difficult to explain. It's kind of like wearing a watch. If you, and I did this because I eventually not got rid of my watch, but I didn't really feel like I needed to wear it anymore. If you wear a watch consistently for a super long time, and you then stop wearing a watch, there's, I'd say like probably a 2 or 3 month period where you still have the phantom feeling of the watch around your arm, and you're forever trying to look at your left or right arm, whichever one you're going to use for the watch. And so she's probably right. Maybe for a little while, you might still want glasses, just so that even if they don't have lens, or if they have the lightest of lenses in them, you might still want them just so that you can have the experience of wearing glasses, because you've been wearing them for so long. So I apologize that got auto-moderated. It got auto-moderated for a terrible reason. So, sorry, I was misremembering. Brother Antos is not actually in this game, or in the second game. Father Antos is. Something Stan says, yes, you're right. It's kind of like a watch or a hat. I feel like something is wrong if I leave the house without a hat. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot like that. So, I probably wore a watch until my mid-20s. And then when there came a point where not time didn't matter, but there were so many devices around me that could already tell time that it didn't make sense to me to wear a watch where the watch could get stolen. So I figured, oh, you know what we'll do? I'll just abandon wearing a watch. And it was the hardest thing for the first 3 months. Something Sam says I should try playing Ultima 3 or 4. I started Ultima 1 and got bogged down in it before moving on with the series. Ultima 1 is very quick. You can probably blow through that in a couple hours. Ultima 2 starts getting longer, and then Ultima 3 is a proper game. Ultima 3 and 4 will bog you down. There's a lot happening in both of those. There's a little bit less happening in 3. 3's play loop is very simple, and once you figure it out, it's not really too bad. 4 has a lot of like really weird moving parts, and 4 is the one where if you're gonna get bogged down anyway, it's that game. His name. Okay, so Brother Antos. His job. I hold great wisdom. I hold great wisdom. Saying Stan says, I had skinny wrists as a youngster, so I got into pocket watches in my 20s. I built up a collection when I had money, but the maintenance costs are prohibitive now that I'm on a tighter budget. Yeah, like, pocket watches are fantastic, just for how they look, if nothing else. But a pocket watch is basically an investment, because once you're buying it, you're forever trying to repair it. Selling Stan says, I don't think I'd mind being bogged down in 3 or 4. They seem to have more substance to me than 1. Yeah, to them than 1. Yes, that is functionally true. Ultimas, I would consider Note 1 and 2 to be like experiments, where they haven't gotten a formula or the ideas down. And so in Naught, the experiment's very simple. You can go through Naught, and that's a color bet. You can go through Naught in like maybe an hour if you save scum, right? It's just not a difficult game. 1 cranks that up a tiny notch, 2 cranks that up a tiny notch, and then by 3 you've got a proper game. Sunning stands, as someone once said, that a quartz wristwatch is a precision timepiece, but an antique pocket watch is a pen. Yes, that is absolutely correct. That is very true about antique pocket watches. And so we want health. I'm getting old and frail. I think we might have to ask him about that. Okay, so he says that he holds great wisdom. So I think that the only word in it that matters is wisdom. What dost thou ask of me? Wisdom. What dost thou ask of me? Now there's a lot of things that we could ask. Does he know about the principles? No. Does he know about love? There's probably a super specific thing that we have to ask Brother Antos. Let me just check, and this is 100% why we set up the connection spreadsheet, so that we could make sure that we had everything that we needed. And I don't think that we've seen Brother Antos at all. So let me just see. I don't think anyone's told us to go and talk to Brother Antos. I do not see Brother Antos. Okay, I don't see Brother Antos. But that's good, because what we're going to do now is we're just going to carry in connections Brother Antos over, and we are going to write down wisdom and connections. I'm going to make a note. We should return to Brother Antos once we know what to ask him. This is at Abbey. Okay, sure. So, some of what we were doing yesterday and the day before is now actually paying off. We don't know what to do yet. I'm just going to say goodbye. There's a door here. She says, I'm Susanna. Tell me about your name. She turns away. What is your name? And your job? Oh, there we go. There's a lady in waiting. Okay, hang on. We can close off a connection now. So Susanna is the lady in waiting. She is in Empath Abbey. And this is Susanna. The Queen of Love has a lady. So we went to Magencia, and in Magencia there was a guy called Banter. And Banter told us about the Silver Horn. He said the Silver Horn must be used to pass the demon cards to the shrine. Then, I'm not quite sure what I remember untangling this a little while ago, but I'm not sure what leads to you talking to Banter about the Silver Horn. Anyway, so you ask Dimitri about it. Dimitri is also emergency, and you say, tell me about the horn. And he says, the Queen of Love has a lady in waiting. She can tell me more of the horn. So I think that this actually closes this loop. So I'm going to Empath Abbey here. We're going to ask her name and job and so on, because we've done that. So she says, job, I am a lady in waiting. And her health. She turns away. overworked. Okay. Oh, we never actually asked Brother Antos about his health. I mean, we asked him about his health, but we never followed up on Old Grail. We'll have to go back in a second. So, okay. Sure, she says that she's a lady in waiting. Lady? I serve Marcy. Waiting. I didn't realize she was going to ask a question. I got a little blindsided. Art thou allowed to be in here? Probably not. So I'm gonna say no. Thou should leave. Okay. Well. I don't know if this is gonna bring the guards down on us. I'm gonna ask her very quickly about Marcy. Marcy? That I cannot talk to with. Okay. And then while we're here, I'm gonna just ask her about the horn. Because that was what we were told to do. There is a paladin by the name of Malcor. Malcor. He can lead thee to the Silver Horn. Okay. We don't know about Malcor, do we? Let me just check the connections. I don't think Malcor is going to be in the connections, quite frankly. I am going to check, because we're going to have to carry all of this over in a second anyway. So if I can see Malcor here, we can just drop that in. No. Okay, so hang on. Susanna, she told us when we asked her about the horn about a paladin by the name of Malcor. Well, I don't think we know where Malcor is. In a second, I'm gonna check every spreadsheet for a guy called Malcor. Or every sheet in the spreadsheet, I should say, for a guy named Malcor, because maybe we know where it is. Or they are. So let's add a row here. I want to put Malcor in. So Malcor. Okay. So far, I don't see any Malcor. Okay. Transact. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Malcor. It's not a name that rings any bells, so... Yeah, it's not a name that rings any bells. Okay, so we need to follow this up. So I've got it listed on the connections sheet now, so it's fine. We don't know where he is. We do know that we should ask him about the horn, but we don't know what he's going to say. Okay, cool. Thank you. So Malcor. He said, she said a couple other things, Paladin. And then she said, lead me to the silver horn. So we're good. We're done. Oh. He said, I'm old and frail, but old. Ask him about. Okay. Sure. My curiosity is officially sated. There's this room here. Oh, I wonder if we should go in there. Hello, Mr. God. Oh, this is just a healer. Okay, well. Oh, you meet a bold paladin. He says, I am Melkor. Well, that was a little bit less oh, it was very anticlimactic, actually. I thought we were going to be searching all over like a needle in a haystack. What is your name? Your job? This is I solve quests. And your health? Oh, yeah, health. Okay. Are you sure? Just now, fully healed, always in the healer. So he said he solves quests. Quest. Oh. Not question. Oh no. Oh my god. It is auto-completing, and it's being very, very gross. My last quest took me near Spurtwood. Okay. What was your last quest? Art thou on a quest? Where is my cursor? Oh my god. Hold on. We are. We are trying to become the Avatar, so the answer is yes. Best of luck to thee. Okay, cool. So he mentioned Spurtwood. He can't tell me what Spurtwood. We asked him about quest and best luck to thee. So we're going to ask him about Horn. Some say that the silver horn is buried on a small isle off the tip of Spurtwood. Okay, I'm gonna fold this in under connections because we do need this piece of information. We know where Malkor is. He's just an empath, I mean. He didn't answer to Spurtwood. I wonder if we can ask him about Isle. No. Now, so some of... Yeah, so some of our preparation that we did yesterday for today is again making sense, because one of the things that we filled in was the class map we went through bit by bit, trying to fill in where everything was. And so because we know where the regions are, so one of the things that our in-game map is filling in is the cities, but we don't know where the regions are because the game just never tells you. But because we filled in the class map and because we know where Spurtwood is, it's very easy to see just from if you look due south of Spurtwood on that map. And I guess it makes sense for me to show you this because you will see what I am seeing. So I'm looking at this, and let me start by zooming into Spurtwood so it's clear what we're talking about here. This is Spurtwood over here, about where the set of writing is. And if you go down south, and this is why I guess they kind of want you to do the heavy lifting of filling in this particular map as well as filling in your own personal map, is because you need to know that due south of Spiritwood, there's these little islands. Now, part of the problem with this game is we are not going to get onto these islands until we get a boat. And I'm a little worried about getting a boat, quite frankly, because one of the things that I know is true of the Commodore 64 version, because I've spoken to a person again who spoiled this. Oh well. But it's good to know because it's a mechanical thing that can brick the game for you. In the Commodore 64 version of the game, so don't play the Commodore 64 version of the game if you're going to play it. I don't know if Sunning Stan is still listening. If he is, this is good life advice. In Ultima 4, I'm not going to tell you how it happens because I haven't quite figured out how it happens. But it is important to know that, just like with some of the early Ultimas, the monsters scale up as you do. So sort of as you get more powerful, well, not even, I don't know, there's some mystery behind how this is happening. But as the game thinks that you get more powerful, you get sets of fights, right? So the very earliest fights are things like orcs and skeletons, and you kill them and it's no problem. And then as the list of enemies scales up, you could see that we fought some dragons, right? You won't fight those when you're sort of a new rank beginner to the game. And in the middle of that sandwich between fighting orcs and skeletons and fighting dragons, there's a little sliver where there are just boats, right? Boats and sea creatures. And in the C64 version specifically, you can brick your game by going past that sliver. And when you go past that sliver, the game just doesn't generate boats anymore. And so now you're stuck. And there's no way to get a boat in this game other than waiting for one to find you, to kill the people on the boat, and then to take the boat. So, life advice, don't play the Commodore 64 version of the game. Saying Stan says, I'm still listening. I'll try to remember this when I finally get around to Ultima 4. I mean, the only thing really to remember is not to play the Commodore 64 version. I think it's solved for every other version of the game, just not that one. Okay, so let's go back to the game. In fact, this is a good place for me to do the 10-minute break. So I'm going to do the 10-minute break and then we'll come right back. Settings down says I'll likely be playing the DOS version on my CGA book 8088. That's probably worth doing. I'm playing the GOG version, and I'm playing the GOG version with a patch that makes it VGA and so on. But I think that if your computer is slow enough, one of the things that the patch I think does is it slows the clock speed of the game down, so that you don't just blow through your food. Because part of the problem with some of the Ultimas is that they're heavily chained to how fast the CPU is running, and so if you're on an 8088, it'll probably be alright, because the clock speed will be very slow. But the faster the clock speed is, the more you blow through food and the easier it is to die. Right, I'm gone. Okay, I am back. Let me do that. Sure. Okay. So, that's pretty helpful. There's one other room that we've seen over here that looks a little bit weird. I'll open this door and we're going to hope for the best. Talk. You meet a mumbling beggar. Okay, well this is not the beggar that we're looking for. We're looking for a one-armed beggar. And this is not them. So... what is your name? This is I am Humlock. Kind of like Numlock, but not. Okay. Your job? I seek salvation. And your health? Not as good, not so good. Okay. Also, from Brother Antos, we can just remove the old and frail, but because that didn't actually lead to anything there. So, he said, I seek salvation, so... I am but a poor destitute beggar. I have nothing. I have nothing. Will you give me some money? Yes. Yes. I would be so grateful. Okay, he says. So grateful. So we're going to give him, we can only give him 99, sure. He says, oh, thank thee. I shall never forget thy kindness. Okay, so let's get out of here. I think that's about it. Open. Now, the only other place that I think that we can go in here is here and here, which we do need to do, and over here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. You meet a god. Name. I'm a gay god, okay. Sure. You meet a stately baron. Name. I'm Lord Robert. Oh. The R is Lord Robert and the M is something else. These aren't actually the people that we're looking for, but sure. Your job? I rule this province. Your help. Very well. So he said that he rules this province. Let's start with Lord, and we don't need to worry about his Robert. But he rules this province. My Lady Marcy can tell thee more. Okay, sure. Marcy? He can't tell me about his wife-to-be, I guess. But sure. Well, I guess... yeah, I suppose that she is his wife-to-be. Okay. So, bye. This is Lady Marcy. Name. You meet a charming lady. She says I am Lady Marcy. What is your job? I rule as my lord. You know, we should have asked him about rule as well, and we didn't do that. I'll go right back and do that now. Rule? This province. And lord? that helped you with that. So I guess we're asking about province. Our people believe in love as a way of life. And live it to the fullest. Live it to the fullest. And now they're going to ask us a question. Dost thou seek love? We do seek love, yes. Yes. Then thou may find. Okay. Love. People. Life. See, find it is a little bit non-specific. But she didn't tell us what we needed to know here, which is whether or not we can go through this door. And this is like maybe the only thing I care about here. Because this guy, the greeter, was saying that if we could go through the door, we might find love. So I just want to see. No, there isn't a way to get there from here. And we know that there are no stairs because we've sort of looked at the entirety of the castle. So I think that until we know what to ask Lady Marcy, we are probably done here, because I don't think that we're going to be able to go there, and I don't think we're going to be able to go here. Sure, because this just leads us out. So there's no glitching the system here. We really need to go through here or bust. And this can't open. Sure. I wonder what happens if we ask about... Oh, you know what we should do? We should ask about the grove. Oh, wait a second. There's a small shrine here. And we should be... This is the small shrine. Talk to the small shrine. You meet an Ankh. Your interest? Oh, God. Well, this implies that the Ankh in... I think it was you. It's not actually for show. We need to talk to the Ankh. You meet an Ankh. Your interest? Tell me what's your name. It says, I am life. I am life. And your job? I resonate thoughts. And your hope? I exist. Okay. I don't know that its name is that important. It may be that the other Ankh in the other city in you has got a different name, but we're so close we may as well go and take a look. I think that's where the other Ankh is. I'm not sure. But we will have to go and check that out. Okay, so they said that they resonate thoughts. Let's ask about thoughts. Thoughts. Oh, resonate. What are their thoughts? Well, okay. This area is primarily about love, so maybe we should ask about love. Love. Seek ye the candle of love. Seek ye the candle of love. For only with it and two other parts. For only with it and two other parts. Might thou enter the abyss? Might thou enter the abyss? And I was about to ask us a question. Dost thou have it? We do not. No. No. Ask the bard beyond the secret entrance. Ask the bard beyond the secret passage. Does he mean here? Bard passage. Does he mean here? Oh, you know what? There's a couple other things here that we can ask him about. Candle. And parts. Purpose. We asked bard and passage. So I wonder if the secret passage is here somewhere? Open. Like, I don't know where there would be a secret passage. I don't think it would be here. Okay. We can't go into the water. Are you gonna check every wall? Not that I think that we'll find anything in the side of here, but I guess it's worth looking. And then let's just go to the right. I realized that if it's a secret passage, we might just have to walk through it. So, when we go back to the left-hand side, and I don't think it'll be here, by the by. Oh! There's a whole little island over there. I don't think that has any merit or use. But, oh, that's there. Could you get out of the way, please? Open. Oh, hold on. Spent too many ticks trying to get through the door. Okay, well, we've just walked this entire place flat. And I don't think... Move. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna watch you like a hawk, and then we're gonna... Did you really? He went right back to the square where I didn't want him to be. Okay, so what I wanted to do... Oh, wait a second. This is blocked. Oh. Oh no, okay, I think... Oh, I'm just seeing things. It's fine. Everything is blocked. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh, I think I see. It's gonna be so difficult for you to see this though. It's gonna be so difficult for you to see this. On this tile here, where I'm standing right now, if I walk to the left, you will see that if you look at the tile itself, there's one block that is out of place out of all the other blocks, right? And that block is the tile that we're looking for whenever we're looking for apparently a hidden passage. That's good to know, because I have a terrible feeling that that's going to be a feature of at least some of the dungeons. But okay, so now we're here. Do I just search? What happened when I searched here? Oh, it just said nothing there. Oh, hello. Oh no. We shouldn't have taken this. This is gonna ding us. Again, we only know that this is here because small little incision there. There's another one here. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm so terrified that the guards are going to go, hey, what are you doing? Okay, so I think this is what we need to do. This is the person. You meet a young bard playing a lute. He says, I am Derek the Bard. I wonder what his name is. Oh my god, it's Derek the Bard. What is your job? I am a bard. I sing songs. Okay. Tell me about your health. Pretty good. Tell me about the songs that you sing. Bard. And sing. Oh, yeah, sing. Song. Oh, all types. Okay. Just don't like this one. I actually don't mind most of the music in Ultima 4. I think it's very repetitive because that's just part of the structure of games for this time. So because they don't have a lot of memory to play with, what they do is they make these very short loops and then they play them endlessly. If you played any NES game or any SNES game, you'll know exactly what's going on here. Most of the music that we've heard is pretty okay, so I'm going to say yes. Oh. Yes. Thanks. I just wrote it. Oh. It also helps that what we've got is we've got a situation where the music is very in the background, we're just barely hearing it. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Right. Okay, so the Ankh told us, seeking the kind of love, for only with it and two other parts might now enter the abyss. Dost thou have it? No? Ask the bard beyond the secret passage, and the secret passage turned out to be actually in Empress Abbey. So we need to ask the bard about the candle. He says, the candle of love is found in a secret place hidden off of Loch Lake. Oh, this actually confirms that I'm correct and it is Loch Lake after fighting with it all of yesterday. The candle of love is found in a secret place, hidden off Lock Lake. So again, if we hadn't gone to all the trouble to fill in all the stuff in the class map, we would never know where Lock Lake is, but we know now, like, for certain, that Lock Lake is very much on the right of Castle Britannia, and if we just to the right and sort of to the east, and if we just walk there, we can probably search and maybe find it. Okay, love, and what was that thing? Secret place. Okay, this is not something that we can finish right now. So we found, I'm gonna make a connection super quickly. We found the Ank of Life, Empath Abbey. So I have a feeling, now that we've seen one Ank of Life or Ank of whatever, and we have visited this Ank and we've spoken to this Ank, if we go to you or wherever that Ank was, where we saw the Ank, if we talk to that one, so there's 3 items that we need to get that get us access to the Abyss. If we talk to each Ank in turn, it's going to tell us where the other items are. The problem is, I don't know if we've seen a 3rd Ank. I don't even know, because I haven't been paying attention, if we've seen another Ank in the distant past. And that's a bit of a problem. So, when we spoke to the Ank of Life, it told us about love. I'm just going to elaborate on this connection completely, because it doesn't make sense to just not have every piece of the steps here. He was also in Empath Abbey. We asked him about the... I think it was love. I think it was just love. No, it was candle. And then once we asked him about the candle, he told us about Lock Lake. So we need to go to Lock Lake. And probably just what we need to do is we need to search. This is at Lock Lake. We know where this is. And we probably search. And we'll probably find the candle. I think that's what's going to happen. Sure. So, what is the way back through here? It is here, here, and then here. Okay. Sure, so, hold on. There's another... Oh, interesting. Wait. Oh, I'm very confused. Never mind. It's the same hidden passage. So now that we know what we're looking for with hidden passages, I just want to see if I missed one here. I did not. There's probably a key or something we need to get through that door. I'll bet you anything that once we have the candle of love, they will recognize me. Now I see the little blot everywhere and it's not here. That's going to be a problem. Once we have the candle of love, I assume that we'll be able to come back in. We'll be able to go into the garden. Okay, so it's from this point. It's very easy actually get to Lake Lock. Or Lock Lake, I should say. Because if we go just due south, here's you. In fact, hang on. Isn't this where the other Ank is? It is not. I thought this was where it was, but it isn't. Okay, let's get out of here. And then if we go south... Oh, hi. Give me that. Oh dear, it's a thief. He's a little too close. Give me this. So over here, south. Oh, you know what? We should probably go over the mountain range. Because I think it's going to be on the right of this mountain range. Let me just check, actually. Where's the class map? Oh, yes, it's... Okay, we do actually need to go to the right from here. We don't need to go that way at all. Because if we go that way, we're going to end up in trouble. Oh my god, don't come near me. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to fight this guy. He's probably going to poison me. Yeah, he did. Oh, he's a snake. Hang on, we need to let him go. Okay. So once we get to the end of the spine, this is the spine. We keep on missing. Here's the end of the spine, and then if we just follow the spine down. Oh god, that's a little scary. Hold on. This is an issue. They're just laying down puddles of sick everywhere. We're running low on fireballs. We're running low on fireballs. We really need to start thinking about going back to Moonglow. And then if we go just due south here, skeletons are evil. I need to remember the encounters table. This is there. That's the one. Zorns are evil. We need to watch our HP because we never fought a Zorn before. And I don't know what kind of damage they're going to do. They're not doing too much damage. Yeah, this guy's doing like 3 a turn or 4 a turn or whatever. Oh my god. So... Hold on. I followed the spine. Okay, Lake Lock is where we are. I didn't realize that there was poison and sick nonsense here. Oh god. I think it's due north of here. Because I think this is the lake. Yeah. My health is very scary. And then if we go... Oh, lordy. Hang on. There are a bunch of tributaries here. I wonder if we need to be in the middle of these tributaries, and then we need to search. I think that's probably where we need to go. I'm a little worried about this guy. Hi. Oh, did he just blast me with fire? Very awesome. Oh, now they're protecting each other? That's some hot nonsense. Die. So I think, well, we're gonna take poison damage here in a minute too. It's all coming home to roost now. There are a lot of people out here. Wow. 6. I'm gonna keep track of how many fireballs we have, because I'm gonna have to mix some in a minute. So if we just follow this, and now we're going to take poison damage. So what I'm going to try and do is rest. I don't think I can rest twice, but we're going to try and do it. I think it's very cranky about resting twice. So heal. No. See, I didn't think that would happen. I'm gonna get us to full. We're gonna save. That's not full, but it's very close. And now if we just walk south, yeah, I imagined that that was going to be the case. Nothing here. I'm gonna try and stay off the sick so that we don't get more sick. 3. Oh, did that not hit this guy? Oh, he's gonna steal some of my money. It's going to be very unimpressive. Okay, cool. He did not. Oh, he can't get to me. Sure. I couldn't get to him either. That's 2. Search. I gotta remember where we've searched because we're gonna have to search this whole area. I think we go right first. Yeah, I think we go right first. That's 2, I think. Well, we'll find out in a minute, because I won't have a fireball to shoot at this guy in a second. Yeah, I don't have a fireball to shoot at this guy. Cool. He's just gonna get away. That's gonna drop our honor. In fact, this whole thing is going to drop honor. Can I mix and... Oh, I can't. Wow. That is frustrating. I can't mix in combat. Come here. Can I get these guys poisoned, I wonder? I don't think so. I don't think poison affects them. It only affects me. I can't do anything about this. Goodbye! I would like this. I would like this. There's nothing there. So... So I'm basically expecting... Oh, you know what? I should probably mix fireball. I think I have 2 turns to mix a fireball. Fireball is... Sulphurous Ash and Blackpool. Sulphurous Ash and Blackpool, so it's AF. AF. Mix. AF. Oh, I can mix as many as I want to. Wow. Let me just pour all my resources into making fireballs. Oh no, I haven't been making fireballs. I've been making M, which doesn't work. I've been making magic missile. And I made 14 of them, because it's the same set of ingredients, isn't it? Wow. Well, that was a waste. It's faff. Should be faffing. Not far though. I don't want to lose the spell. I mustn't lose the cadence, because otherwise they get a turn. And then we're in trouble. Oh no. He is here. Sentinel 2112 says, hey, lost all progress quest with Avatar. It's going pretty slowly, but I don't mind that. Really. This is just a very relaxing game to be in. No, that is completely wrong. Anyway, we made some fireballs. It's fine. I don't want to close to this guy. What am I doing? He's going to steal my money. That was silly. Why? I'm gonna mix some more fireballs while we're here. I'm just gonna go until we're out of ingredients. Okay, sure. Let's save. Let's keep searching. Oh, interesting. There's just nothing here. Huh. Kind of thought that it would be either in the middle of the trident for this little area, or it would be... I'm gonna cast the magic missiles, so we should use them up. Or, you know, I need to think about sleeping. Actually, I need to think about curing first and then sleeping. I'll lower the poison for a second. That's not super smart, but... Magic missile. Will it kill him? It did. Magic missile. Cool. Okay, let's see if we can sleep. I shouldn't sleep. Oh, that was dumb. I should have cured my poison first. Well, mistakes are made. Okay, so... Oh, is this also poison? Are you serious? Oh, I cast fireball like an idiot. Give me this. Well, now that I'm here, I may as well just walk all the way. Uh, I'm gonna get this. We're going to attempt to heal. Again, I shouldn't have done it in this order. I should have done it entirely the other way around. Of course. Okay. So, Sentinel 2112, you walked in at a sort of weird, tedious point, because what we're trying to do is we got told of a candle, and the candle's supposed to be in this area. So what we're doing is we're just walking on every square, and we're searching, because it didn't give us enough information about where to look. So, okay, it is actually not here. I wonder if this is just a thing that I'm going to wind up looking at the map for help with the in-game map, because at the moment it doesn't look to me like we're gonna get anywhere. Did this just die? Because it's sort of flicker. Oh, there we go, okay. We gained some health back, which is kind of cool, but this guy's gonna poison us, so that sort of sucks. So I'm not gonna cure the poison. We're also not gonna stand in his way. Now we're gonna cure the poison. I mean, okay. Let's just fight endless fights. It's fine. So what I want to do with the remaining time that we have, because we've got about 7 minutes left in the stream. Oh, this is here from a while ago. I wanted to collect that and I never did. What I want to do... Oh my god. Is I want to get us down to... Myself, sure. Now that we know that we got a free and clear way to get to... Moonglow, which is just through a bunch of moongates that are sort of tied together. What I think it makes sense to do... I want to shoot the fireball at this guy, I want to shoot a magic missile. What it makes sense to do is just to go down to Moonglow and to pick up spell ingredients. The other thing it sort of makes sense to do is to go... I'm going to get off of here so it's a little bit faster. The other thing it sort of makes sense to do is on the way to Moonglow, we have to pass through Geelong. So when we get to Geelong, since we have a fair amount of money, what I'm going to try and do is figure out if we can buy the magic chain, so we know what the price of it is. We won't be able to purchase it because we're not the right class, but it will be good enough to have the price of it. That's all that matters. We'll do that tomorrow though. These two guys standing over me and watching over me and trying to kill me. So let me bail out the game and just kind of show you the spreadsheet, because that is sort of what we do at the end every time that we're here. So I was consulting this map, and this map here, if you look at it, well, yeah, you might be able to see it, it's Loch Lake. We looked in the spines of Loch Lake over here, but it could be that I'm just wrong, and the area that we're looking for is somewhere over here around the edges of Loch Lake. It could very well be, because there's a whole mountain range here, and it's very sort of constrained by the mountain range, because it means that we can only look up along the edges of Loch Lake into the sick. and then down Loch Lake here, and there's a river bisecting this specific area, so we won't be able to go all the way. It could also be that this map is not telling us everything, and we can't see far enough in game, and Loch Lake might have a little tiny island on it that we need to be on to dig to find what we're looking for, which is the candle. So the other things that we did today, just to show you and to give this some context, is the only real, like, new place that we went to is we went to Empath Abbey over here, and we asked people some questions, and I've now got that filled in, so we never have to worry about that again. The other thing I did was we did all of Empath Abbey, right? And the other thing that we did in Empath Abbey was we made a connection in the connection spreadsheet over here, where we haven't found this yet, so I can't close the connection. But there were 2 connections specifically that came out. We need to return to Brother Antos at some point, because he has wisdom for us. We don't know what the wisdom is about, but I'm assuming that someone will tell us to ask Brother Antos about something. And then the other thing is we've got this missing link here with the Loch Lake thing. That was what we were trying to do, was searching on Loch Lake to see if we could find it. Now, I don't think that it's in the poison area specifically, but I didn't want to test it first because that's the worst. But what we'll maybe do is we'll come back around again and we'll search the outskirts of Loch Lake. Maybe we'll even do that beginning tomorrow, and we'll see if we can find the Candle of Love, because that will give us an end game item that we need to finish off the game, and that seems reasonably good. That's about it for us today. Let me do this and then shut us down. Thank you so much to everyone who was here today. I appreciate it so much. Thank you to Sitting Stand specifically for the interesting conversation, and Gravity Gamer and Sentinel, and all the folks who were here. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I will see you all soon. Good night for now. Setting Stan says thanks for the stream. I appreciate that so much. And Sentinel 12's 2112 also says thank you for the stream last week. Appreciate that too. Thank you so much.